Today, September 27, is the memorial of Saint Vincent de Paul. Vincent de Paul was born into a peasant family on April 24, 1581 in the village of Puy in southwestern France. He studied theology at the University of Toulouse, was ordained a priest at 19, and completed his theological studies 4 years later. Using his status as a priest to escape the dull village life of southern France, Vincent went to Paris in 1608. He wrote a curious letter to some friends at this time, telling in detail how he had been captured by Barbary pirates and taken a slave to Tunisia. This story is not supported by any other evidence, and Vincent never referred to it later in his life. In Paris, Vincent came under the influence of a wise spiritual guide who gradually caused him to see that helping others was more important than helping himself. For a few years, he worked as a parish priest in Clichy, near Paris. In 1613, he tutored the children of the general of the French galleys, and in 1617, he became chaplain to the galley slaves. He was concerned for all the peasants on the general's properties because of the terrible conditions in which they lived. By 1625, he had influenced a number of young men, some of them priests, to join him in forming a religious group to be called the Congregation of the Mission. Vincent and his friends worked with the poor people on the countryside near Paris, helping them obtain food and clothing and teaching them about Christ. Vincent formed associations of wealthy lay people in Paris, persuading them to dedicate some of their time and money to helping the poor. He started several hospitals, including one in Marseilles for convicts sentenced to the galleys. Several times he was asked to act as a mediator in the wars of religion that were tearing France apart. With Louis de Marillac, a talented and sensitive friend, he started the first religious group of women dedicated entirely to work of charity outside the cloister, a group called the Daughters of Charity. Vincent was a man of action rather than of theory. The religious spirit he communicated was simple, practical, and straightforward. He looked to Christ as a leader and tried to translate the gospel message into concrete results. He died on September 27, 1660, and was canonized a saint in the Roman Catholic Church in 1737. The religious groups he founded continued to carry on his work.